right, folks, we're back. On the 2010 Chevrolet Suburban, folks. Lot number 7 is your 2010 Chevrolet Suburban, folks. Here we go. 4,000 now 4,050. I'm at 4,000 now 4,050 now 41. Bid 4,100. 4,050 now 41. Bid 41. 4,100 now 41 and a half. I'm at 4,100 now 41 and a half. Bid 41 and a half. 4,150 now 42. I need 42. 41 and a half now 42 now 42 and a half. Bid 42 and a half now 43. I need 43. 42 and a half, now 43. Bid 43, now 43 and a half. Bid 43 and a half, 43.50, 43.50, now 44. I need 44. 43 and a half, now 44. Bid 44. Sold 43 and a half, sold 43 and a half. Moving on to lot number 9 is going to be the 1999 This one here is your 1999 Mercury Grand Marquis. My favorite year, folks. Here we go. 4.5 now 475. I'm 4.5 now 475. 500 now 5 and a quarter. 5 and a bit now 5 and a quarter. 5.5 now 575. I'm 5.5 now 575. Bid 575. Oh goodness. Sold 5.5. Sold 5.5. This next one here is a 1999 Chrysler 300, folks. Lot number 10. It's a 1999 Chrysler 300. Here we go. 375, 400, now 4 and a quarter. 4 and a bit, now 4 and a quarter. Bid 4 and a quarter. 425, 425. Sold $400. Sold $400. Lot number 11 is a 2011 Ford Focus. Ford Focus, folks. Dale para adelante, Tony. Dale, dale. Ahí está. Sold 475. Sold 475. Lot number 12 is going to be your 2003 Chevrolet Tahoe, folks. This one here is going to be the 2003 Chevrolet Tahoe. 5 and a quarter, now 5 and a half. I'm at 5 and a quarter, now 5 and a quarter, now 5 and a half. Bid 5 and a half, 575, now 600. Bid 600. 6 and a quarter, now 6 and a half. 6 and a half, 675, now 700. Bid 700, $700. Now 7 and a quarter, now 7 and a half. I need 7 and a half. 7 and a half, now 775, now 800. Bid 800. Quarter, now 8 and a half. 850, 875, now 900, now 9 and a quarter. I'm at 9 and a quarter, now 9 and a half, now 975. I need 975, now 1,000. Bid 1,000, 975, now 1,000, 1,050, 1,050, now 1,100. Bid 1,100, means $1,100. Now 11 and a half. I'm at 1,100, now 11 and a half. Bid 11 and a half, 11 and a half, now 1,200. Bid 1,200, 11 and a half, now 1,200, now 12 and a half. Bid 12 and a half, 1,200, now 12 and a half. Bid 12 and a half, 1,250, now 13. I'm at 1,300. 12 and a half, now 13. Bid 13, 1,300. Sold 12 and a half. Sold 12 and a half. Lot number 13 is your 1968 Chevrolet Impala. This one here, folks, is your 1968 Chevrolet Impala, folks. Here we go, 27 and a half, now 28. I need 28, 28 and a half, now 29, 29 and a half. Bid 29 and a half, 29.50, now 3,000, 3,050, now 31. I need 3,100, 31 and a half, 32 and a half, now 33. Bid 3,300, now 33 and a half, now 34. 3,400, now 34 and a half, 34 and a half, now 35. Bid 35, 3,500, 3,500, 35 and a half, now 36. I need 36, now 36 and a half. Bid 36 and a half, now 37. Bid 37, 3,700, now 37 and a half. I'm at 3,700, now 37 and a half, now 38. 38 and a half. Bid 38 and a half, now 39. I need 39. 38 and a half, now 39. 39 and a half. I need 39 and a half. 39 and a half, now 4,000. Bid 4,000. now 4,050. Bid 4,050, 4,050, now 41. Bid 41, 4,050, now 41. Bid 4,100, now 41 and a half. I need 41 and a half. 4,100, now 41 and a half. 4,150, now 42. Bid 42, 41 and a half, now 42, now 42 and a half. Bid 42 and a half, 42.50, now 43. I'm at 42 and a half, now 43. Bid 4,300, 4,300. Sold 42 and a half, sold 42 and a half. Next up is going to be lot number 14, is a rebuilt salvage 2017 Ford Mustang. Rebuilt salvage 2017 Ford Mustang. Here we go, rebuilt salvage, folks. 35 and a half, now 36. Bid 36, 3,700, now 37 and a half, 38, 38 and a half. Bid 38 and a half, 39, now 39 and a half. I need 39 and a half, now 4,000, 4,050, now 41. I need 41, 4,050, now 41. 41 and a half, now 42, 42 and a half. Bid 42 and a half, 42.50, now 43. Bid 43, 43 and a half, now 44. 44 and a half, now 45, 4,500, 4,500, 4,500, now 45 and a half, now 46. Bid 46, 45 and a half, now 46, now 46 and a half, now 47. I need 47, 4,700, now 47 and a half, 40 and a half, now 49. I need 49, 49, now 49 and a half, 5,000, now 5,000, 100, now 52. 53, now 54. Bid 54, 5,400, now 55. 5,500, now 56. 5,600, 5,600, now 5,700, now 58. Bid 58, 5,700, now 58. Bid 58. Sold 5,700, sold 5,700. Lot 15, 2012 Tahoe, folks. Here we go, 1,500, now 15 and a half. I'm at 1,500, now 15 and a half. 15 and a half, 16, now 16 and a half. I'm at 1,600, now 16 and a half, now 17. Bid 17, 16 and a half, now 17. Now 17 and a half. 1,700, now 17 and a half. Bid 17 and a half, 17 and a half, now 18. I'm 1,800, now 18 and a half. Bid 1,850, now 19. I need 19, 18 and a half, now 19. Bid 19, now 19 and a half. I'm at 1,900, now 19 and a half, now 2,000. Bid 2,000. Sold 19 and a half, sold 19 and a half. Lot number 16 is going to be the 2009 Hyundai Sonata. This is your 2009 Hyundai Sonata, folks. Here we go. I'm at 5 and a half, now 575. 5 and a half, now 575. Bid 575, 575. 600, now 6 and a quarter. 6 and a half, now 675. Bid 675. 675, 675, now 700. I need 700. 675, now 700. Bid 700, now 7 and a quarter. 700 bid, now 7 and a quarter, now 7 and a half. 7 and a half, now 775. Bid 775, 775. Sold 7 and a half, sold 7 and a half. Lot number 17 is going to be a 2014 Nissan Versa, folks. This one here, 2014 Nissan Versa. 13 and a half, now 14. I'm at 13 and a half, now 14, now 14 and a half. Bid 14 and a half, 14.50. 14.50. 1,450, now 15. Bid 15, 14 and a half, now 15. Bid 15, 1,500, 1,500. Sold 14 and a half, sold 14 and a half. Lot number 18 is going to be your 2009 Toyota Tundra. This one here is your 2009 Toyota Tundra. 1800, now 18 and a half. I'm at 18 and a half, 19, now 19 and a half, now 2000. Bid 2000, 19 and a half, now 2000, 2050, bid 2050, now 21. I'm at 2100, 21 and a half, now 22, 22 and a half, now 23, 23 and a half, bid 23 and a half, 2350, now 24. I'm at 24, now 24 and a half, 2450, now 25, 25 and a half, bid 25 and a half, 26, now 26 and a half. I'm at 26 and a half, now 27, bid 27, 2700, now 27 and a half. Bid 27 and a half, now 28, 28 and a half. Bid 28 and a half, now 29, 2900, now 29 and a half, now 3000, 3050, now 31. I need 31, 3050, now 31, 31 and a half. I'm at 3100, now 31 and a half, bid 31 and a half, sold 3100, sold 3100. Lot number 19 is going to be a 2005 Toyota Tundra. This one here, folks, 2005 Toyota Tundra. Here we go, 13, now 16, now 16 and a half. Bid 16 and a half, 1650, now 17. I'm 1700, now 17 and a half. Bid 17 and a half, 1750, now 18. I'm 1800, now 18 and a half. Bid 18 and a half, 1850, now 19. Bid 19, 18 and a half, now 19. Bid 19, 18 and a half, now 19, now 19 and a half, now 2000. Bid 2000, now 2050, now 21. Those means 100, 21 and a half. Bid 21 and a half, now 22. I'm 22, now 22 and a half. 2250, now 23. I need 2300, now 23 and a half. Bid 23 and a half, 2350. Sold 2300, sold 2300. Next up is lot number 20. Is going to be your 2003 Mercury Mountaineer. This one here is a 2003 Mercury Mountaineer, folks. Here we go, 5 and a quarter, now 5 and a half. 5 and a quarter, now 5 and a half. 575, now 600. Now 6 and a quarter. 600 bid, now 6 and a quarter. 6 and a quarter, now 6 and a half. I'm at 6 and a half, now 675. 675, 675, now 700. Bid 700, 675, now 700. Now 7 and a quarter. I'm 7 and a quarter, now 7 and a half. Bid 7 and a half, 750. Now 775. I'm at 7 and a half, now 775. 775. Okay, don't forget. Sold 7 and a half, sold 7 and a half. All right, lot number 21 is a 2006 Chevrolet Impala. This one here is a 2006 Chevrolet Impala, folks. 775, 800, 8 and a quarter, 800 bid, 8 and a quarter, 8 and a half. Quarter, 8 and a half. I'm 8 and a half, now 875. Bid 875, now 900. Bid 900, 900, now 9 and a quarter, 9 and a quarter, now 9 and a half. Bid 9 and a half, 9 and a quarter, now 9 and a half. 950, now 975. I'm at 9 and a half, now 975, now 1,000. Bid 1,000. 1,050, 1,050, now 1,100, now 11 and a half. I'm at 1,100, now 11 and a half. Then 11 and a half, 1,150, now 1,200. I'm at 1,200, now 12 and a half. Bid 12 and a half, now 13. I need 13, 12 and a half, now 13, now 13 and a half. I'm at 1,300, now 13 and a half. Bid 1,350, 1,350, now 14, now 14 and a half. 1,400, now 14 and a half, now 15. 1,500, 14 and a half, now 15. Bid 15, 1,500. Sold 14 and a half, sold 14 and a half. Lot number 22 is the 2007 Cadillac CTS. This was a 2007 Cadillac CTS, folks. Here we go, 300. Here we go. 300, now 3 and a quarter. 300 bid, now 3 and a quarter. Bid 3 and a quarter, 325, 325, 3 and a half, now 375. 375, 400, now 4 and a quarter. 4 and a half, now 475, 475, 500, now 5 and a quarter. 5 and a quarter, now 5 and a half, now 575. I'm at 5 and a half, now 575. 575, now 600. Bid 600, 575, now 600, now 6 and a quarter. 600 bid, now 6 and a quarter. Bid 6 and a quarter, 625. Come on, sold 600, sold $600. Lot number 23 is a 2001 Dodge Durango, folks. Help, help, help. Can I get a bid on this one, please? Thank you. 200, now 2 and a quarter. 200 bid, now 2 and a quarter. Bid 2 and a quarter, 225, 225. 2 and a quarter. Now 2 and a half. I'm at 2 and a quarter, now 2 and a half. Now 275. Now 2 and a half. I'm at 2 and a quarter, now 2 and a half. Now 275. Bid 275, now 300, now 3 and a quarter. 300 bid, now 3 and a quarter, now 3 and a half. I need 3 and a half. 3 and a half, now 375. Bid 375, now 400, now 4 and a quarter, now 4 and a half. I'm at 4 and a half, now 475. Bid 475, now 500. I need 500, now 5 and a quarter. 5 and a quarter, now 5 and a half. Now 575. Bid 575, now 600. Bid 600, now 6 and a quarter. I need 6 and a quarter. 6 and a quarter, now 6 and a half. Bid 6 and a half, now 675. 675, now 700. Bid 700, now 7 and a quarter. 700 bid, now 7 and a quarter. 7 and a quarter, 725. Now 7 and a half. I'm at 7 and a half, now 775. 775. Sold 7 and a half. Sold 7 and a half. There we go. Next up is going to be lot number 24. That's going to be your 2018 Hyundai Tucson. This is your 2018 Hyundai Tucson, folks. Here we go. 26 and a half, now 27. 27 and a half, now 28. 28 and a half, now 29. 29 and a half. Bid 29 and a half. Now 3,000. Bid 3,000. There's $1,000, now 3,050. I'm at 3,000, now 3,050. Bid 3,050, now 31. I need 31. 3,050, now 31. Now 31 and a half. 31 and a half, now 32. Bid 3,200. There's 1,200, now 32 and a half. Bid 32 and a half, now 33. Bid 33. 32 and a half, now 33. 3,300, now 33 and a half. Bid 33 and a half, now 34. 3,400. 3,400. Now 34 and a half. I'm at 3,400, now 34 and a half, now 35. I need 35. 34 and a half, now 35. Bid 35. 35 and a half. I'm at 3,500, now 35 and a half, now 36. Bid 36. 35 and a half, now 36. Bid 36. 3,600. Sold 35 and a half. Sold 35 and a half. All right, lot number 25 is going to be the 2010 Chevrolet Tahoe, folks. This one here is a 2010 Chevrolet Tahoe. Here we go. 3,100, now 31 and a half. I'm at 31, now 31 and a half. Now 32. 32 and a half. Bid 32 and a half, now 33. Bid 3,300. 3,300, now 33 and a half. I'm at 3,300, now 33 and a half. 3,350, now 34. 3,400, now 34 and a half. I'm at 34, now 34 and a half. Bid 34 and a half, now 35. 35 and a half, now 36. Bid 36, now 36 and a half, now 37. Bid 37, now 37 and a half. Bid 37 and a half. 37.50, now 38. 38 and a half, now 39. Bid 39. 38 and a half, now 39. 39 and a half, now 4,000. $4,000. 39 and a half, now 4,000, now 4,050. Bid 4,050, now 41. I need 41, now 41 and a half. 4,100, now 41 and a half. Bid 41 and a half, now 42. I need 42. 41 and a half, now 42, now 42 and a half. 42.50. 42.50, now 43. I'm 42 and a half, now 43. 4,300. 4,300. 43 and a half, now 44. I need 44. 4,400, now 44 and a half. Bid 44 and a half, now 45. 4,500, now 45 and a half. Bid 45 and a half, 45.50. Now 46. 4,600, 4,600, now 46 and a half. I'm at 46, now 46 and a half. Bid 46 and a half, 46.50. Sold 4,600, sold 4,600. Lot number 26 is a 2002 Chevrolet Tahoe, folks. This one here is your 2002 Chevrolet Tahoe. Here we go. 575, now 600, now 6 and a quarter, 600 bid, now 6 and a quarter, now 6 and a half. I need 6 and a half, 6 and a quarter, now 6 and a half, now 675, bid 675, 700, now 7 and a quarter, 7 and a quarter, now 7 and a half, now 775, bid 775, now 800, now 8 and a quarter, I'm 8 and a half, now 875, 875, now 900, now 9 and a quarter, 9 and a quarter, now 9 and a half, bid 9 and a half, now 975, 975, now 1,000, 1,050, 1,050, 1,050, now 1,100. I'm at 1,050, now 1,100, now 11 and a half. Bid 11 and a half, 1,150, 11 and a half, now 12. I need 12. 11 and a half, now 12. Bid 1,200. Sold 11 and a half, sold 11 and a half. Lot number 27 is going to be your 2002 GMC Safari. This is good. This one here, 2002 GMC Safari, 675, 7, now 7 and a quarter. Bid 7 and a quarter, 700, now 7 and a quarter, now 7 and a half. Bid 7 and a half, 7 and a quarter, now 7 and a half. Bid 7 and a half, 750. Sold 7 and a quarter, sold 7 and a quarter. Lot number 28 is going to be the 2015 Chrysler 200. Tucked there in the corner. 2015 Chrysler 200, 1,050, now 1,100. I need 1,100. 1,100, now 11 and a half. Bid 11 and a half, 1,200, now 12 and a half, now 13, now 13 and a half. 1,300, now 13 and a half, now 14. 14, now 14 and a half, now 15. Bid 15, 1,500, 15, 15 and a half, now 16. Bid 16, now 16 and a half. Bid 16 and a half, now 17. 1,700, now 17 and a half, now 18. I'm 1,800, now 18 and a half. Bid 18 and a half, 1,850, now 19. I need 19, 1,900, now 19 and a half. Bid 19 and a half, 1,950, 1,950. Sold 1,900, sold 1,900. Lot number 29 is going to be the 2006 Honda Accord, folks. 2006 Honda Accord. Here we go. 375, now 400. Bid 400. 400, 4 and a quarter, now 4 and a half. 475, now 500. Bid 500. 475, now 500. $500. Now 5 and a quarter, now 5 and a half. 5 and a quarter, now 5 and a half. Bid 5 and a half. 550, 575, now 600. I need 600. 575, now 600. $600. Bid 600. Sold 575. Sold 575. Lot number 30 is your 2001 Ford F-150, folks. 2001 Ford F-150, folks. 975, 1,000, 1,050, 1,100, now 11 and a half. I need 11 and a half. 1,200, 11 and a half, now 1,200, 1,200, 1,200, 13 and a half, now 14. I need 14, 13 and a half, now 14. Bid 14, 13 and a half, now 14, 14 and a half, now 15. Bid 15, 14 and a half, now 15, 1,500. Sold 14 and a half, sold 14 and a half. Lot number 31 is your 1997 Toyota Camry, folks. 1997 Toyota Camry. Here we go. 4 and a quarter, now 4 and a half. I'm at 4 and a quarter, now 4 and a half. Bid 4 and a half, 4 and a quarter, now 4 and a half. 450, 4 and a half, now 475. I'm at 4 and a half, 475, now 500. Bid 500, $500. 475, now 500. Now 5 and a quarter. 5 and a bit, now 5 and a quarter. Now 5 and a half. I need 5.5, now 575. 575, now 600. I need 600. 575, now 600. Bid 6. Sold 575. Sold 575. Number 32 is going to be the 2012 Infinity G37. This one here, folks, 2012 Infinity G37. Here we go. 5.25, now 5.5. 575, now 600. Bid 600. 575, now 600. Sold 575. Sold 575. Lot number 33 is going to be the 2002 Chevrolet Avalanche, folks. 2002 Chevrolet Avalanche. Here we go. 4.25, now 4.5. 4.25, now 4.5. Bid 4.5. 4.25, now 4.5. 450. 4.5. Excuse me. 475, now 500. Bid 500. 5.25, now 5.5. I need 5.5. 5.25, 5.5. 575, now 600. $600. Bid 600. Now 6.25, now 6.5. I need 6.5. 6.25, now 6.5. 675, now 700. Bid 700. 7.25, now 7.5. I need 7.5. 7.25, now 7.5. 7.5. 8.25, now 8.5. I need 8.5. 875, now 900. Bid 900. 9.25, now 9.5. I need 9.5. 9.5, now 975. 975, now 1,000. Bid 1,000, 1,050. 1,050, now 1,100. Bid 1,100, now 11.5. 11.5, 1,200, now 12.5. I need 12.5. 12.5, now 13. Bid 13, now 13.5. I'm at 1,300, now 13.5. Bid 1,350. 1,350. Now 14, now 14.5. I'm at 1,400, now 14.5. Now 15. Bid 15. 14.5, now 15. 1,500. Sold 14.5. Sold 14.5. Lot number 34, rebuild salvage, 2010 Lincoln MKZ, folks. This is a rebuild salvage. Rebuild salvage. Here we go. 1,100, now 11.5. I'm at 1,100, now 11.5. Bid 11.5. 1,100, 11.5, now 1,200. I need 1,200. 11.5, now 1,200. Bid 1,200. Sold 11.5. Sold 11.5. Lot number 35 is a 2004 BMW 530i. This one here is the 2004 BMW 530i, folks. Here we go. I'm at 2.5, now 275. 2.5, now 275. Bid 275, 275. 300, now 3.25. 300 bid, now 3.25. Bid 3.25. 325. 325. Sold $300. Sold $300. Lot number 36 is a 2007 GMC Yukon XL 1500. This one here, folks, 2007 GMC Yukon XL 1500, folks. Here we go. 15.5, now 16, now 16.5, 17.5, now 18, 18.5, now 19. Bid 19. 18.5, now 19. 19.5, now 2,000. 2,050, now 21. I need 21. 2050, now 21. 21.5, now 22.5, now 23. 23.5, now 24. 24.5, now 25. 25.5. Bid 25.5. 26, now 26.5. Bid 26.5. Now 29. Bid 29. 28.5, now 29. Sold 28.5. Sold 28.5. Yeah, it flickered there. I don't know what happened. Here we go. Lot number 37 is going to be the 2008 Toyota Avalon. Here we go. 2008 Toyota Avalon, folks. Lot number 37. 12.5, 13, now 13.5, now 14. I'm 1,400, now 14.5, now 15. Bid 15, now 15 and a half. 1500, now 15 and a half, now 16. Bid 16, 15 and a half, now 16, now 16 and a half, now 17. I need 17, 16, 17, 1700. Sold 16 and a half, sold 16 and a half. Lot number 38 is a 2016 Ford Fusion. 2016 Ford Fusion, folks. Here we go. 14 and a quarter, now 14.75. I'm at 14.75, now 15 and a quarter. 15 and a quarter, now 15.75. 15 and a quarter, now 15.75, now 16 and a quarter. Bid 16 and a quarter, 16.25, 17 and a quarter, now 17.75. Now 18 and a quarter. Bid 18 and a quarter, now 18.75. Bid 18.75, 19 and a quarter, now 19.75. Now 2,000 and a quarter. Bid 2,000 and a quarter. 2,075, now 21 and a quarter. 21 and 75, now 22 and a quarter, now 22.75. Bid 22.75, now 23 and a quarter. Bid 23 and a quarter, 23.75. Bid 23.75, now 24 and a quarter. 24 and a quarter, 24.75. I'm at 24 and a quarter, 24.75, now 25 and a quarter. Bid 25 and a quarter, 25.75. Bid 25.75, now 26 and a quarter. Bid 26 and a quarter, now 26.75. Bid 26.75, now 27 and a quarter. 27 and a quarter, sold 26.75. Sold 26.75. Lot number 39 is a 2015 Ford Escape, folks. 2015 Ford Escape. 17 and a half, now 1,800, now 18 and a half. I need 18 and a half. 1,800, now 18 and a half. Bid 18 and a half, now 19. I need 19. 18 and a half, now 19. Bid 19, now 19 and a half. I'm at 1,900, 19 and a half, now 2,000. Bid 2,000, those mean $2,000, now 2,050. Bid 2,050, those mean 50, now 21. I need 21. 2,100, now 21 and a half, now 22. Bid 22. 21 and a half, now 22, now 22 and a half, now 23. I'm at 23 and a half, now 24. Bid 24, those mean 400. 2,400, now 24 and a half, now 25. Bid 25. 24 and a half, now 25. 2,500. Bid 25 and a half. 25 and a half, now 26. Bid 26. 2,600. 20 Ford Fusion, folks. This one here is a 2020 Ford Fusion, folks. Here we go. 14 and a half, 16 and a half, 17 and a half, now 18. 18 and a half, now 19, now 19 and a half, now 2,000. 2,050. Bid 2,050, now 21. 21 and a half, now 22. Bid 22. 24 and a half, now 25. 25 and a half. Bid 25 and a half, now 26. Bid 26. Get your bids in, folks. 26 and a half, 26.50, now 27. I need 27, now 27 and a half, now 28. Bid 28, now 28 and a half. Bid 28 and a half, now 29. I need 29, now 29 and a half. Bid 29 and a half, 29.50, now 3,000. Bid 3,000, 29 and a half, now 3,000. Sold 29 and a half, sold 29 and a half. Lot number 41 is going to be the 2008 Chevrolet Suburban, folks. (2008) Chevrolet Suburban, folks. 1,400, now 14 and a half. I'm at 14 and a half, now 15, now 15 and a half. 15 and a half, now 16, now 16 and a half, now 17. 17 and a half, now 18. Bid 18, 1,800, now 18 and a half. Bid 18 and a half, now 19. I need 19. 18 and a half, now 19. Now 19 and a half. I need 19 and a half. 1950. 1950, now 2,000. I need 2,000. 19 and a half, now 2,000. Now 2,050. Bid 2,050, now 21. I need 21. 2,100, now 21 and a half. Bid 21 and a half. 2150. now 22. I need 22, 21 and a half, now 22. Bid 2200. Sold 21 and a half, sold 21 and a half. Lot number 42 is a 2024 Nissan Kicks. Is this good? I'm sure no. $37 and a half, $37.50, 42 and a half, 43, now 43 and a half. 44 and a half, now 45, 45 and a half, now 46, 46 and a half, bid 46 and a half, now 47, 47 and a half, now 48. 49, now 49 and a half, 49.50, 49.50, now 5,000, now 51. 51, now 52, now 53. Bid 53, 5,300, now 54. I need 54, 5,400, now 55. 5,500, 5,500, now 56. 5,600, now 57. Bid 57. 58, 59, now 6,000. $6,000. Bid 6,000. Bid 6,000, now 61. 6,100. 6,000, now 6,100, now 62. I need 62. 6,100, now 62. Bid 6,100. 33 is a 2013 Nissan Juke. Folks, is your 2013 Nissan Juke. What happened? 975, 1,000, 1,050. $1,000 bid, now 1,050. Bid 1,050 means 50. 1,050 means 50. Sold 1,000, sold 1,000. Next up is your 2002 Toyota Camry, folks. Lot number 44. It's your 2002 Toyota Camry. 4 and a half, now 475. 4 and a half, now 475. 500, 5 and a quarter, 5 and a half. Now bid 6 and a quarter, 625. 6 and a quarter, 675. Now 700. 7 and a quarter, now 7 and a half. I'm 7 and a half, now 775. 775, now 800. Bid 800, now 8 and a quarter. 800 bid, now 8 and a quarter. Bid 8 and a quarter, 825, now 8 and a half. I'm 8 and a quarter, now 8 and a half. 8 and a half, 850. Now 875. I'm 875, now 900. Bid 900, $100, now 9 and a quarter. 900 bid, now 9 and a quarter. Bid 9 and a quarter, now 9 and a half. I need 9 and a half. 9 and a quarter, now 9 and a half. Bid 9 and a half, 950, now 975. I'm at 9 and a half, 975, now 1,000. Bid 1,000, 975, now 1,000. Sold 975, sold 975. Lot number 45 is going to be the 2008 Infiniti G37. 2008 Infiniti G37. Here we go, folks. 4 and a quarter, now 4 and a half. 4 and a quarter, now 4 and a half. Bid 4 and a half. 4 and a quarter, now 4 and a half. Bid 4 and a half. 450. 450. 475. Now 500. Now 5 and a quarter. Now 5 and a half. I need 5 and a quarter. Now 5 and a half. Bid 5 and a half. 550. Sold 5 and a quarter. Sold 5 and a quarter. Lot number 46. 2009 Volvo XC90, folks. Here we go. 475, 500, now 5 and a quarter. Now 5 and a quarter, now 5 and a half. Bid 5 and a half, 5 and a quarter, now 5 and a half. 550, 5 and a half. Sold 5 and a quarter, sold 5 and a quarter. There you go. Lot number 47 is going to be the 2016 Hyundai Sonata, folks. 2016 Hyundai Sonata. Here we go. 5 and a quarter, now 5 and a half. 5 and a quarter, now 5 and a half. 575, now 600. Bid 600. 575, now 600. 6 and a quarter, now 6 and a half. I need 6 and a half. 650. 675, now 700. Now 7 and a quarter, now 7 and a half. Bid 7 and a half. 775, 800. Now 8 and a quarter. I'm 8 and a quarter, now 8 and a half. Now 875. 875, now 900. Now 9 and a quarter. 9 and a bid, now 9 and a quarter, now 9 and a half. I need 9.5, 9.5, now 975. Bid 975, now 1,000. Bid 1,000, $1,000. 975, now 1,000, 1,050. 1,050, now 1,100. Bid 1,100, now 11.5. I need 11.5. 1,100, now 11.5, now 1,200. Bid 1,200, $1,200, $1,200. Now 12.5. Bid 12.5. 1,200, now 12.5. Bid 12.5. Bid 1,250, now 13. I need 13. 12.5, now 13. Bid 13, 1,300. Sold 12.5. Sold 12.5. Lot number 48 is going to be Chevrolet Tahoe. This one here, folks, is a 2003 Chevrolet Tahoe, folks. Here we go. 6 1/4, now 6.5. 6 1/4, now 6.5. Bid 6.5. 675, now 700. I need 700. 675, now 700. 7 1/4, 7.5, now 775. 775, now 800. Bid 800. 8 1/4, now 8.5. I'm 8 1/4, now 8.5. Bid 8.5. 875, now 900. I need 900. 9 1/4, now 9.5. 9.5, now 975. Bid 975, now 1,000. Bid 1,000, 1,050. $1,000 bid, now 1,050. Bid 1,050, need 2.50, now 1,100. I'm at 1,100, now 11.5. Bid 11.5, 1,150, now 1,200. Bid 1,200, now 12.5. I need 12.5. 1,200, now 12.5. Bid 12.5, now 13. I need 13. 12.5, now 13. Bid 13, 1,300. Sold 12.5. Sold 12.5. Lot number 49 is going to be the 2006 Toyota Corolla, folks. This one here is your 2006 Toyota Corolla. I'm at 9.5, now 975. 9.5, now 975. Bid 975, 975, now 1,000. Bid 1,000, 975, now 1,000, 1,050. $1,000 bid, now 1,050, now 1,100. Bid 1,100, now 11.5. I need 11.5. 1,100, now 11.5. Bid 11.5, now 1,200. Bid 1,200. 11.5, now 1,200. 12.5, now 13. I'm at 1,300, now 13.5. Bid 13.5. 1,350. 1,350. Sold 1,300. Sold 1,300. Lot number 50 is going to be the 2004 Ford F-250, folks. 2004 Ford F-250, folks. Here we go. 15.5, now 16. I need 16. 15.5, now 16, now 16.5. I'm at 16.5, now 17. 17.5, now 18. I need 18. 17.5, now 18. Now 18.5, now 19. I need 19. 18.5, now 19. Bid 19, now 19.5, now 2,000. 2,000, now 2,050, now 21. Bid 21. 2,050, now 21, now 21.5. Bid 21.5, now 22. I need 22. 21, 2,200, now 22.5, now 23. I need 23. 22.5, now 23. 2,300. 23.5, now 24. 24.5. Bid 24.5, now 25. I'm at 2,500, now 25.5. 2,550. Now 26. 2,600, now 26.5. Bid 26.5. 2,650. 2,700, now 27.5. Bid 27.5. Sold 2,700. Sold 2,700. Lot number 51 is a 2017 Hyundai Sonata. This one here, folks, is a 2017 Hyundai Sonata, folks. 3,100, now 31.5. 3,200, now 32.5. Bid 32.5. 3,250. 3,250, now 33. 3,300, now 33.5. Bid 33.5, now 34. I need 34. 34.5, now 35. Bid 35. 3,500, now 35.5. Bid 35.5, now 36. Bid 36. 3,600, now 36.5. Bid 36 and a half, now 37. What are they doing? 3,700, 37 and a half, now 38. I need 38. 37 and a half, now 38. 3,800, now 38 and a half. Bid 38 and a half, now 39. Bid 39. 38 and a half, now 39. Sold 38 and a half. Sold 38 and a half. I'm so curious. Lot number 52 is a 2009 Volkswagen Jetta, folks. 2009 Volkswagen Jetta. Here we go. 4 and a quarter, now 4 and a half. 4 and a quarter, now 4 and a half. Bid 4 and a half. 4 and a quarter, now 4 and a half. 450. 475, now 500. I need 500. 475, now 500. 5 and a quarter, now 5 and a half. I'm 5 and a quarter, now 5 and a half. Bid 5 and a half. 575, now 600. I need 600. 575, now 600, now 6 and a quarter, now 6 and a half. Bid 6 and a half. 6 and a quarter, now 6 and a half. 650. Sold 6 and a quarter. Sold 6 and a quarter. Lot number 53. 2009 Kia Spectra, folks. Here we go. 2 and a half, now 275. I'm at 2 and a half, now 275. The 275, 275. 275, 300, now 3 and a quarter. 3 and a quarter, now 3 and a half, now 375. The 3. Sold 3 and a half. Sold 3 and a half. Lot number Silverado, folks. A Silverado. Where to put it? Where to put the phone? Right there. 1,700, now 17 and a half. I'm at 17 and a half, now 18, now 18 and a half. Bid 18 and a half, 1850, 1850, now 19. I'm 1,900, now 19 and a half, now 2,000, 2,050. Bid 2,050, now 21, 21 and a half. Bid 21 and a half, now 22. I need 22, 21 and a half, now 22, now 22 and a half. 22 and a half, now 23, 23 and a half. Bid 23 and a half, 2350, 2350, now 24. I need 24.